Hey guys, this is Joel again from AZ Yu-Gi-Oh! Village, and I decided to just give a deck profile on a deck I really enjoy playing, and I decided to make it again just so I can get it out of my system right before all the new stuff starts to come out, and basically demolishes what little chance this deck has to succeed. I made Watts again because I've always loved the deck. I like the way it can amass hand advantage with such small fields. But again, with all the new support coming out and all the new cards coming out, it's almost going to destroy the deck in general. I feel like this deck could have had a great chance all the way back in September 1st of 2012. Then Mermills came out and that completely destroyed the chances of the deck doing really well. But, people always look for new ways to make lower tier decks successful. And again, I am trying to make it successful as best as I can, but again, with all the new stuff coming out, it's going to be really hard for that to happen. But, again, it's just a fun deck. I just love the style it has. It's slower. There's a lot more thinking into it. Yeah, I know the basic components of the deck is to attack directly, but, you can combo off well with other cards and keep your opponent off balance and just make their day a little bit more difficult than it should be. So, again, I'm just going to go through the deck profile. It's 42 cards. Hopefully there's not a lot of criticism for it. A lot of these cards do switch out to other cards, so, the deck does dwindle down fast. Just the big con of the deck is it takes time to set up. But once you do, it becomes really annoying, and all the functions of the Watt engine start to produce really nice pluses for yourself, both hand and field. Before I do that, you guys should probably subscribe to my stuff if you want to. Like, comment down this video, and check out these following guys down here, down below in my description box. C3R Corey, I think, is still doing a contest, so you guys should check that out. Subscribe to him, and all these other guys too. You probably want to look at them. So let's get into the deck profile. Hey guys, Joel here, and here's the Watt deck profile I just mentioned before that I'll be showing. But first of all my 10 tokens. Thanks to my buddy from EMCC for giving them to me. Alright, cool. So yeah, I'm just gonna get to the deck profile. 2 Carcards, with limited Veilers now being played other than in Prophecies. It's just a really good card to open up with. Again, draw 2, set whatever you need, and just set up future plays. Seahorses, you only have 3 targets in the deck, but again, it dwindles on the deck so that way when you draw into more important things. Search Corpus, Giraffe, or search Seahorses to again dwindle the deck down for future plays. Giraffe for main phase 2 playability. Again, if you don't know what that means, if this attack goes through, if this direct attack goes through, it's a Cold Wave Skill Drain effect. So basically, main phase 2, you can do whatever you want, and your opponent has to kind of deal with it. So you go into your Exceed, you go into your Cowboys, and then you just maintain pluses with this card, or you just maintain a nice field advantage. Cobra is your pluses of the deck, just attack directly and then gain more watts to the hand. 3 Dragonflies, shout out to Mexico's 466. Can you see that? I want you to see that. Dragonflies are reborn Tengus of the deck, but just with a little bit better effects. Just anytime they're destroyed, just search out another one and special summon it. The con of this card is if you open up multiple, it becomes a dead procedure card, which means you can't really utilize all the effects properly. That means you can only stall twice for an attack, and then have the unfortunate luck of having 1 in the hand that probably could have prevented that OTK and set you up for a better play later down the road. But again, if you open up 1 in the hand and make it an opening turn with this, or have an opening turn, it's just a really good card to set because they attack, you special, they set, and then you can play off whatever they do. And then Pheasant to kill all your opponent's Exceeds. 2 Thunder Kings, because again, if you don't draw Dragonfly or not Thunder Seer with Card D, it's just a really good card to open up with. Again, it's just your third best option to open up with. Honest to protect everything. Also doing it because I need to stay competitive with a lot of the current format decks, and again, people will attack into this and think it's another Dragonfly, so they prepped for the Dragonfly in a sense. So, and then this gets flipped over, and then it's bye bye bye. And then because of your hand advantage, I played a Trag because this combos off well with a lot of the other plays. It combos off with Pheasant because you attack directly, remove your opponent's face-up monster, and attack with whatever Trag is at the moment. And then main phase 2 with Giraffe. If you have level 4s in your graveyard, make that a level 4 exceed, and then your opponent has to deal with it because they can't do anything to the Giraffe's effect. So like you can do a lot of stuff with this, like steal, obviously, make Cowboys, like just go the nuts. Triple messengers, just to save your skin. Dualities are dualities. MST and the heavy. You know, try to have some backdoor destruction in the deck. Dark and Monster Reborn. So one of the things that people have said is, why don't you play Recycling Batteries? And I mentioned that the card can sort of be hit by macro. I mean, it can be hit by macro, but I haven't, and so I didn't want to have a dead draw against macro and not be able to utilize it really well, obviously. But then again, that could be seen as hypocritical, considering one of my other cards later on in the trap lineup also deals with graveyard. So when I get to it, I'll mention that card. But 2 bottomlesses, again, just 15 beaters, 1500 and higher, just obviously destroys most of this deck. Torrential, 2 compulse, just to get rid of like anything you need to. 1 for 1 DPs, just really good. 1 Mirror Force for the commitment players. Warning, Judgment, and then this is the card I mentioned, Call the Haunted. Here's my reasoning behind Call over Recycling Batteries. Again, Call can combo off well with a lot of other cards. It can be both an offensive card and a defensive card. Defensive, on your opponent's turn, you can bring out these 2 cards and make your opponent kind of suffer or have to really think about the plays. And then on your offensive turn, you can just play one of these 2 cards. Obviously, if Giraffe attack goes through and they allow it, you can play Call and continue on with whatever else you want, basically. And they kind of have to deal with it again because of his Cold Wave effect. So again, that's just a nice good card. Or I mean, you have a 5th option of bringing back one of these to continue a stall. But again, the reason why I play this over Recycling Batteries is because Recycling Batteries has a limitation effect of the 1500 or less. And then this allows me to bring back, obviously, the Fossil Dynamo that are king. And then, or depending if I have like huge can advantage, again, like Tragodia and stuff like that. But like, so this has versatile effect with a lot of the other cards in my deck, and Recycling Batteries has the limitation, obviously. So that's why I play the Call. And that's pretty much the deck. I don't really have an extra deck set up yet. I mean, basically all I really have are, you know, this and this, you know, just to utilize more burn. Obviously, with Giraffe and then main phase 2, you just continue on the burn damage. But yeah, that's pretty much the deck. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Again, comment, like, subscribe, do whatever you need to, and I'll see you guys later.